Hello, my name is Jisoo, and I am reading Master Dōgen's Shōbōgenzō. And we've reached chapter 28, Butsu-Kojo-No-Ji, the matter of the Ascendant State of Buddha. Butsu means Buddha, Kojo means ascend or be beyond, and Ji means matter. So Butsu-Kojo-No-Ji means the matter beyond Buddha, or the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha. These words describe a Buddha continuing Buddhist practice after attaining the truth. Attainment of the truth is the practitioner's recognition that he or she has been Buddha since the eternal past. Therefore, even though Buddhas have attained the truth, they do not distinctly change their thought, their physical condition, their life, and their practice of Zazen after having attained the truth. They just continue with their lives, practicing Zazen each day. Buddhas like this are called beyond Buddha or ascendant Buddhas because they are Buddhas who do not look like Buddhas and who continue the same usual Buddhist life as the life which they had before enlightenment. Master Dōgen revered these ascendant Buddhas very much. Ascendant Buddhas like these are actual Buddhas, and we cannot find Buddhas other than they in this world. So in this chapter, Master Dōgen explained the matter of ascendant Buddhas, quoting the words of many masters. The founding patriarch, Great Master Gohon of Tozan Mountain in Inshu, is the intimate rightful successor of Great Master Muju of Unganzan Mountain in Tanshu. He is the 38th patriarch ascending from the Tathagata, and the Tathagata is the 38th patriarch ascending from him. The Great Master on one occasion preaches to the assembly, "If you physically attain the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha, you will truly possess the means to speak a little." A monk then asks, "What is such speech?" The Great Master says, for example, when speaking Ākārya, you are not listening. The monk says, "Does the Master himself listen while speaking or not?" The Great Master says, "When I am not speaking, then I listen." The words spoken now on the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha have the Great Master Tozan as their original patriarch. Other Buddhist patriarchs, having learned in practice the words of the Great Master, physically attain the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha. Remember, the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha is beyond latent causes and is beyond the fulfillment of effects. Even so, we can experience it to the full by physically attaining the state of, when speaking, not listening. Without arriving at the ascendant state of Buddha, there is no physical attaining of the ascendant state of Buddha. Without speaking, we do not physically attain the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha. Speaking is beyond mutual revelation and beyond mutual concealment, and it is beyond mutual give and take. There's a note saying speaking refers to concrete action. For this reason, when speaking is realized, this speaking is the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha. When the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha is being realized, the Ākārya is beyond listening. The Ākārya is not listening means the matter of the ascendant state of Buddha itself is not listening. Thus, when speaking, the Ākārya is not listening. Remember, speaking is neither tainted by listening nor tainted by not listening. Therefore, it is irrelevant to listening or not listening. The inside of not listening contains the Ākārya, and the inside of speaking contains the Ākārya. At the same time, the state is beyond meeting a person or not meeting a person, and beyond being like this and being not like this. At the time when the Ākārya speaks, just then the Ākārya is not listening. The import of this situation of not listening is that the state is beyond listening because it is restricted by the tongue itself. It is beyond listening because it is restricted by the ears themselves. It is beyond listening because it is pierced by the luminance of the eye, and it is beyond listening because it is plugged up by the body and mind. Because it is so, it is beyond listening. We should never treat these states as speaking. Being beyond listening is not exactly the same thing as speaking. It is simply that at the time of speaking, the state is beyond listening. In the founding patriarch's words, at the time of speaking, the Acharya is not listening. The whole expression, from beginning to end, of speaking is like wisteria clinging to wisteria. At the same time, it may be speaking entwining with speaking, or speaking being restricted by speaking itself. The monk says, "Does the master listen himself or not?" These words do not indicate that the master might listen to his own speaking, for the questioner is not the master at all, and the question is not about speaking. Rather, the aim of this monk is to ask whether or not he must learn in practice, while he is speaking, simultaneously to listen. For example, he aims to hear whether speaking is just speaking, and he aims to hear whether listening itself is just listening itself. And although I express it like this, the expression is beyond the tongue of that monk himself. We should definitely investigate the words of the founding patriarch Tōzen, "At the time when I am not speaking, then I listen." In other words, just at the moment of speaking, there is no simultaneous listening at all. The realization of just listening must be at the time of not speaking. It is not that Tōzen idly passes over the time of not speaking, waiting for not speaking to happen. At the moment of just listening, he does not regard speaking as a bystander, for speaking is truly only a bystander. It is not that at the moment of just listening, speaking has gone off and remained on one side, nor is it that at the moment of speaking, just listening is intimately hiding its body inside the eyes of the speaking, then to strike like a thunderbolt. Thus, when in the case of Acharya, the time of speaking is not listening, and in the case of I, the time of not speaking is just listening, this state is truly to possess the means to speak a little, and is to physically attain the matter of the Ascendant State of Buddha. That is, for example, to physically attain the state of, at the time of speaking, just then listening. For this reason, Tōzen says, "At the time when I am not speaking, just then I am listening." Though described thus, the matter of the Ascendant State of Buddha is not a matter prior to the 7 Buddhas, it is the matter of the Ascendant State of the 7 Buddhas. The founding patriarch, Great Master Gohon, preaches to the assembly, "You should know that there are human beings in the Ascendant State of Buddha." Then a monk asks, "What is the human being in the Ascendant State of Buddha?" The Great Master says, "A non-Buddha." Umon says, "We cannot name it and we cannot describe it, so we call it non." Hofuku says, "Buddha is non." Hogen says, "As an expedient, we call it Buddha." In general, one who is a Buddhist patriarch beyond Buddhist patriarchs is the founding patriarch Tōzen. The reason I say so is that though other individual Buddhas and individual patriarchs are numerous, they have never even dreamt of Tōzen's words on the Ascendant State of Buddha. Even if he explained it to the likes of Tokuzan and Rinzai, they would not be able to realize it in their own experience. The likes of Ganto and Seppo, though they pulverized their own bodies, were unable to take the fist of a practical teacher. Taste the fist of a practical teacher. The sayings of the founding patriarch, such as, "If you physically attain the matter of the Ascendant State of Buddha, you will truly possess the means to speak a little," and "You should know that there are human beings in the Ascendant State of Buddha," cannot be mastered in real experience only through the practice and experience of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 triple asamkhayas of 100 great kalpas. The means are present only in those who have truly experienced learning and practice of the profoundly secret path. We should know that there are human beings in the Ascendant State of Buddha. The state is, in other words, the vigorous activity of playing with the soul. That being so, we can know it by taking up the study of eternal Buddhas, and we can know it by holding up a fist. Having gained insight like this, we know a human being in the ascendant state of having Buddha, and we know a human being in the ascendant state of being without Buddha. The present preaching to the assembly is not that we should become a human being in the ascendant state of Buddha, and not that we should meet with a human being in the ascendant state of Buddha. It is simply that we should, for the present, know that there are human beings in the ascendant state of Buddha. When we acquire command of this pivot point, we do not know a human being in the ascendant state of having Buddha, and we do not know a human being in the ascendant state of being without Buddha. A human being in those ascendant states of Buddha is a non-Buddha. When prone to doubts as to what non-Buddha is, we should consider the following. Non-Buddha is not called non-Buddha because it is prior to the state of Buddha. It is not called non-Buddha because it is subsequent to the state of Buddha, and it is not called non-Buddha because it surpasses the state of Buddha. It is non-Buddha solely because it is the ascendant state of Buddha itself. We call it non-Buddha because it has dropped off the face and eyes of a Buddha, and it has dropped off the body and mind of a Buddha. Zen master Join Kobuku of Tokai, a successor of Fuyo, his monk's name was Hojo, preaches to the assembly. Once you know that there is the matter of the ascendant state of a Buddhist patriarch, you will truly possess the means to talk. Zen friends, now tell me, what is the matter of the ascendant state of a Buddhist patriarch? There is a child of an ordinary human family whose 6 sense organs are incomplete and whose 7 kinds of consciousness are imperfect. He is a great Ichantika, without the seeds of Buddha nature. When he meets Buddha, he kills Buddha. When he meets patriarchs, he kills patriarchs. Heaven cannot accept him, and even hell has no gate that would take him in. Monks, do you know this person or not? After a good while, he says, the one facing you now is not a man of Saindava. He sleeps a lot and talks a lot in his sleep. The 6 sense organs being incomplete describes someone having switched the eyeballs with black beads. Sorry, I've got to look that one up. Having black beads for eyeballs represents the state of non-emotion. Okay. Someone having switched the nostrils with bamboo tubes, and someone having borrowed the skull to make a shit scooper. What is the truth of this state of switching? For this reason, the 6 sense organs are incomplete. Because of the incompleteness of his 6 sense organs, after passing through the inside of a furnace, he has become a golden Buddha. After passing through the inner depths of the great ocean, he has become a mud Buddha. And after passing through the inside of flame, he has become a wooden Buddha. The 7 kinds of consciousness being imperfect describes a broken wooden dipper. Though he kills Buddha, he does not meet with Buddha. It is because he has met with Buddha that he kills Buddha. If he aimed to enter heaven, heaven would collapse at once. If he made for hell, hell would be instantly torn asunder. For this reason, when he is facing others, his face simply breaks into a smile. Without any trace at all of Saindava, he sleeps a lot and talks a lot in his sleep too. Remember, the truth of this is that all mountains and the whole earth both are friends who know him well, and his whole body of jewels and stone is smashed into 100 bits and pieces. We should quietly investigate and consider the preaching to the assembly of Zen Master Koboku. Do not be hasty about it. And we will continue with this fascicle tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.